When people think of childhood, they remember their happiest moments in life. For me, I have way too many to count. I remember going to Myrtle Beach every summer and seashelling on the beach with my sister. I remember going to a pool at my grandmother's house and swimming with my cousins. Although these are really happy memories that I'll always cherish and never forget, there are some memories that I won't forget that aren't very good. I still remember to this day going to a restaurant, sitting in my mom's lap, and sobbing after every meal. I had dry and itchy arms and down my legs as well. And also, as I grew up, I came to find I was breaking bones left and right. I went to the doctor for all of these symptoms and got separately diagnosed for each one. However, I didn't know that they were all connected. I found out that I had what my cousins had, which is celiac disease. Celiac disease is a disease where the ingestion of gluten attacks the small intestine. 1 in 100 people are affected by this disease worldwide, but many are wrongly diagnosed. It's connected to many other autoimmune disorders. It's also genetic, which means if your family has it, you're more likely to have it as well. Today I'm going to be talking to you about what celiac disease is, the signs and symptoms, and how to treat it. According to the Celiac Disease Foundation, damage to the small intestine causes the inability to absorb nutrients. The protein found in wheat, which is gluten, is what causes this. It can cause long-term health problems if not treated. If you look at the picture to the left, you can see normal villi versus damaged villi. This villi is found in the small intestine, it's what is mainly affected when you eat gluten if you have celiac disease. NIDDK, or the National Institute of Digestive Problems, Diabetes, and Kidney Disease, says that digestive problems are more common in children than adults when it comes to symptoms of celiac disease. Many people will have at least one symptom, but some people don't have any symptoms at all. Some symptoms of children are bloating, chronic diarrhea, constipation, gas, nausea, stomach pain, and vomiting. Like I said, digestive problems are most common in children, but because of the lack of absorption of nutrients, they can also experience tooth enamel damage, delayed puberty, failure to thrive, mood swings, slowed growth, and weight loss. Adults are less common to have digestive problems. Instead, they'll have anemia, bone and joint pain, depression and anxiety, eczema, headaches, infertility, and so much more. Although not as common, some adults can experience digestive problems. That can include bloating, intestinal blockages, long-lasting tiredness, and ulcers or sores in the stomach lining. The symptoms of celiac can also spread outside of the stomach lining. It can affect bones, joints, the nervous system, skin, and spleen. If you remember me talking about my childhood and breaking bones all the time, you should look at this picture to the left. At the top you can see a normal bone, and at the bottom you can see a bone with osteoporosis. My bones were affected by osteoporosis. The bigger holes made it easier for me to break bones. According to Medline Plus, living with celiac disease means going on a gluten-free diet for life. People with celiac disease can ingest 20 parts per million or less of gluten in order to not be affected. It can make some symptoms better, but if it's not caught in time, a lot of those symptoms can be long-lasting. But there's something cool that the University of Chicago is doing for celiac disease. They're experimenting with pills that have a little bit of gluten in it. So if a celiac disease person ingested this pill, hopefully the small intestine would be less permeable to it, which is really cool and exciting. It means that people with celiac disease might have a bigger future ahead of them where they could eat gluten. Today I've talked to you about what celiac disease is, the signs and symptoms, and what treatments there are for it. It's it's really important for people to understand what celiac disease is. It's a genetic issue, which means you need to be watching out. If your family has it, look for those signs and symptoms in your children, mother, father, cousins. I hope this helped you understand what celiac disease is.